A lot of these are self attestations. So your career and your reputation's on the line. How do you make people comfortable with the AI integration when things like hallucinations exist? Right? Because I've caught a few hallucinations. Oh, what was it? There was, one of the big four. Was it Deloitte, I think? Got in a lot of hot water because one of their assessors,
Yeah,
yeah, right?
I
One
remember
of their
this.
assessors, I
Yeah.
don't know if it was a cyber assessment or something, but they did a whole report and it was basically all written by AI. They found this out months after the company had received it. It was full of AI and hallucinations and stuff like that. It was a real kind of a bit of a black eye, right? So, how do you handle those types of questions when people are concerned about hallucinations? And of course, it's at the end of the day, everyone should check their work, right? So you could argue it's on the user of the AI to make sure that it's correct, but how do you make people comfortable with that?
I mean, of course, it's partly on the user of the AI, but I think if you're a GRC tech platform or really any vertical AI solution, you've got to take some responsibility in the game as well. And so
Agreed.
I think you have to solve it at the structural level. So I would say I'm proud, but I think I expect this of us. So I'm not sure that I'm proud that we haven't had a single client tell us that we've had hallucinations in the platform. Not a single client that we have deployed AI
That would
for.
either make me very happy or incredibly concerned.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I tell you why it makes me very happy and not incredibly concerned.
Okay, good.
Is that like, first of all, we support Fortune 500 clients with our AI. This is not, being used at small scale. This is being used at huge scales. And if we're going to allow our AI to be used at scales with Fortune 500 companies for their risk and compliance, we got to make sure that it works well. We got to make sure it's structurally high integrity. And so what have we actually done? So one of the most important things is tight inputs and tight outputs. And I know that sounds so basic, but that's my layman's term version of it. Like if you're using an agent to do largely generative work that basically has a huge scope, right? Like if you're saying, write this report and use all of this context to do it, there's a lot of scope for hallucination. I think we all can just understand that. There's so much like ambiguity in that. If you have domain trained AI that's being used for discrete inputs and discrete outputs, what that lends itself to is such a tight context window. And we can put guardrails to limit the AI's outputs to the context window. And the AI outputs are so specifically designed. It's like you're answering this exact problem based on this exact context. The agent, and that's why we have, by the way, we've over 30 agents we're deploying this year, and we
Mhm.
do it agent by agent because of this. Because we're not doing an agent for risk management. We're doing an agent for risk treatment planning. We're doing an agent for risk details and quantification.
Nice.
Right? It's like
Nice.
if it's so tight, almost like how to
The
hallucinate. It doesn't
guardrails are
know
so
anything.
tight. Yeah.
It literally, we limit the context. It doesn't know anything else. It only knows that world. And it knows the knowledge base that we inject into it. And so now you start to see like, why do I feel so confident? What can it hallucinate? Like we've
Mhm.
tested it, obviously. We're like, let's try to break this. It doesn't, there's no scope. Like it doesn't know enough to break, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
It's artificial, it's stupid artificial intelligence. That's like very, very specific.
Well, that's a good way to handle hallucinations. And one thing I can tell you we didn't hallucinate was that great answer and this great discussion.